Yo, my name is Peter Rosenberg. That's the guy Bun B. You know what it is. Yo, so Austin,
Texas.
South by Southwest.
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and do a Noisemakers, man.
It's gonna be big.
Me and you on a
Right.
stage
You and me.
together.
Are we gonna have the band and shit too?
We're gonna have a band and shit. We're gonna have a DJ.
That's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be a real. So, but before I even start, because there's so much I need to learn about you.
Right.
One thing I've always wanted to know is, are you like you and Pimp have different characters almost? You know what I mean, to a certain extent. Like you obviously have these major similarities, but
Right.
there are differences. How different and similar are you and Pimp?
Pimp and I, on the outside, if you looked at us, you see black and white, just as different as the sides of the hand. But it's not so much who we are, how much we are alike. It's really about, what we stand for. And that, I think, is the thing that's kept us tight all these years. That's something that when you hear Pimp C's opinions and you hear Bun B's opinions, you think, wow, these dudes are two totally different dudes. But when you get to the core of the message that we're trying to send, mine is a little bit more easier to read. Pimp's message may be hid up under a couple of things, you know what I'm saying? My truth may be a little bit easier to swallow. Pimp's pill is about this big. You know what I'm saying? So,
Who smokes more weed?
Pimp smoked more weed, but I had more.
But you had more weed. Was he?
Like Too Short said, you smoke a lot of blunts, but I got more.
But I got more weed than you. Yo, but you is he? You and I were just talking off about like the sense of humor you have and the shit that you're into, like The Office and all these kind of like this sort of like. I don't know how I describe it, but like borderline like Jewish sense of humor. You know what I mean?
It's black comedy. I think that black humor, you know what I'm saying, from overseas is a little bit harder for the urban palate to get because it's not. I think in America, period, most of us have been taught when to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the shows that we grew up on and watched were controlled by the laugh track. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the like they say the mallet in Spanish comedy. You know when the joke's in because somebody gets hit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The same thing with urban comedy and just comedy in America. You know when the joke is in because somebody just laughed. Well, when you look at Arrested Development and these different shows, The Office and all these shows that don't necessarily tell you where the joke is, and sometimes it's got to kind of sit there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? There's a relation to that in the music that UGK makes, in the sense that off top it may seem like, we're glamorizing, the street life, or we're just talking about fucking bitches, but every time we talk about something, a subject, regardless of what it's about, there's always repercussions for doing things the wrong way. We always try to show both sides of the coin. And that's what Bun B and Pimp C were, the yin and the yang. GK.
Yo, did you ever try to put him on to any of the...
Oh, absolutely. There was a lot of shit I tried to put him on to. And I remember specifically one group in particular that I fell in love with and tried to turn him on to, and he just was not having it at all. And that was